There we go.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
Yay.
Hey.
Can you guys hear me?
Right. Yes, we can.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So Orion's been using the Forever Pack, kind of starting to share it this week. So he's liking how it is more affordable and there's less objection with that. Yeah, so I thought we could use this call for goal setting and maybe
Perfect.
talking about any challenges that he's coming up with or anything like that.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to just ask you some questions if that's okay.
absolutely.
There's my pen. All right. And so let's see. How long have you been using the products now?
2 years.
2 years. I know you've had some amazing results.
Yes.
What? Tell me some of those.
So when I started the program, I was lethargic. I was on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication. I was very much overweight, most of that weight coming from chub, not lean muscle mass. Completely dehydrated, on the verge of getting fired. Like my marriage was awesome because my wife's awesome, but other than that, like all those other buckets completely diminished.
Yeah.
Now, ever since I've been on it, I've gotten promotion after promotion after promotion.
Wow.
I've opened on coaching practice, which is why I'm obviously so open to this experience, masterminding amazing, successful people, and obviously started this business as well, sharing the products. So, and yeah, just overall health, better feels. I've transitioned since I started, which you guys know.
All right. Tell me a little about that.
About the transition? Well, I transitioned from female to male. I had started testosterone. Actually, I started isogenics a month prior to starting testosterone. I had made the decision that I wanted to create lasting change in my life. And that's when we jumped on the products. And then I started testosterone a month later.
Okay.
And basically ended up getting top surgery.
Okay.
And yeah, just gone from, completely shrinking down in my existence to fully presenting male 100% of the time and living my best, highest.
Awesome. Love it. Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm just taking notes, so give me a second. So because I just want to make sure that we do this a lot every day, so I always like to take good notes.
Absolutely.
Okay. So tell me about work.
Work, yeah. So my day job is I am a manager for the Home Depot.
Okay.
I am in charge of the plumbing department. I began at the service desk, one of the most volatile in the store, and managed to work my way up to department supervisor of paint. And now I'm in plumbing, and I've also and since I've been in the department, I've actually grew that department in, I took the back aisles. I originally only had the hardware store. Then I took all the back aisles, so that expanded as well. So in addition to all that extra responsibility, they chucked the keys in my hand and they have me on a fast track to ASM salaried manager.
Awesome. Okay, so we have a connection there. So how funny. I used to be the manager of the plumbing department of a building supply store. It wasn't Home Depot, but it was in Ohio. So how funny had the correlation, right? So
Yeah.
I used to design Kohler bathrooms. I was Kohler certified and used to.
I love Kohler. Love Kohler.
So when I tell people I used to sell toilets, like that's a true story, right? So
yeah.
you never know how we have connection. It's always
I know.
Good. So that's awesome. So are they a good company to work for?
So their values are amazing, and I love their business strategy is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to stay in retail, I wouldn't mind staying in this company, but I do plan on freeing myself from retail because it's not really a holistic way to live, and if you don't have to, you shouldn't.
Agreed. And I also did the customer service test, so I understand. And I've been in customer service for a really long time throughout my life. So yeah, I get it. Also did 5-star training. So if you understand the volatility of being on the other side of really, really, really rich people, I always think the more money you have, the nicer you should be, but that's not always the case. So that's what we strive for now. Like I always judge people by how they treat the help.
Yes, me too.
Because we see the back end of that. Okay, so in isogenics, so let's just kind of shift over to your focus here. So do you have set time aside for yourself every day, every week to work on isogenics? Tell me how that's going for you. Like, what are you doing now?
All right. So what I did when Wendy asked me to like kind of come up with some ideas of what I really wanted to get out of this, I decided to kind of chart out where am I now, what's working, what's not working, and what I like in this call, obviously. So what I'm currently doing is connecting, sharing, and follow up. When it comes to putting time aside for that specifically, my life right now, and it sounds very wishy-washy, but it totally is one of those things where I'm like J.K. Rowling's, where I'm like in the edges of the day when nobody's around, like know. So I mean, I've got set time that I spend on that, but it's not. It's literally just kind of more dealing with the feels. I don't have like, all right, now I'm clocking into isogenics.
Okay.
And maybe that's hindering my business.
Okay, and we'll talk about that. So do you feel like what you're doing now is productive? So there's the first question, because if it is, then perhaps things don't need to shift. But if it isn't, then perhaps we find different things.
I feel like it could be more productive.
Okay.
What I am doing is, I feel like, so I'm a very kind of sensory, but you've built the business. I don't want to say what's productive and look at your track record and be like, well, it is productive. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, if you can see, I have a total of 3 signups. So I would have to say the easy answer to that would be no, because I have 3 signups.
Okay. How hard have you been working to do that? So are you saying you do something every single day? Is it once a week? Is it?
I connect every day.
You connect every day. Okay. And are you using specific things to do that?
So I'm a very like touchy-feely kind of person. So when I see something or an opportunity, I jump in and dig. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of like a dog in that. I'm just like digging, only with the feels. So I have specific triggers that'll come about where I'll be like, all right, that is an opportunity. So some of the trigger might be something comes across my feed and I see someone struggling with certain things, and I'll jump in on that. Okay. And I'll inbox and share the actual people that they've made.
Okay. Okay. So what are your goals for isogenics? Do you have a dollar goal? Do you have a people goal? Do you have a cycle goal? Do you understand where cycles come from?
Yeah, I have to get 5 people to what was what's the C word there? Consultant. Ha! I win.
Okay.
And then we'll start cycling based on the amount of BB. But obviously with 3 signups, I'm like, I haven't seen that in practicality, so I don't have a personal emotional connection with that yet. So I can't talk about it.
Okay. Are you doing your 100 BV or more every month on auto ship?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have banked volume? Do you know?
Yes.
Okay.
How much?
Okay. All right. And so money goal. So if I asked you a cycle goal, do you know what each cycle value is worth?
No.
Okay. Great. So the first step is obviously we want to be able to have your GPS turned on so we know where we're going and understand how to get there. So you just kind of willy-nilly the GPS, we end up with willy-nilly results, right? Because it's just the way it is. Not a judgment. It's just, and we're going to teach you so you understand fully the place that we want to end up. Your goals, my goals, Wendy's goals, we're all going to be, desiring different things. Our whole entire job is to work together to help you, to help Wendy, to help me, to help Jody get to what those desires are using this vehicle. Okay. But we got to set the GPS in that vehicle so we know where we're going. So let's look at a dollar amount. Like what would significantly help your life each week right now? Would it be to get your products paid for and have your cell phone bill paid for? Is it like, what would be, could you put a dollar amount on it? I mean, your end game goal is this to be your end game freedom goal? To be here solely?
It's one stream of income that is,
okay.
is my end game goal. I have two funnels going up right now. And, and my end game dollar amount that I talk about every morning is $250,000 a year.
Okay. And so what about short term?
Yeah. So my short term, like right now at Home Depot, I make, we'll replace the income of Home Depot. So I $30,000 a year with Home Depot.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. That gives us a short term and a long term.
Easy, right?
Okay. So have you seen the Forever Pack site? Is that how you're promoting how the team has started doing? Or
Jody sent me that and I have seen it and I've been on it. And
does it resonate?
It does.
Okay. Do you feel, so using that site, so you've actually seen the site or you've seen the videos?
I've seen the site and the videos.
Okay, and you've watched both videos?
How to share with Lenny and Dave.
On the Forever Pack site, so on the front, there's the product one, and then underneath that is the comp plan one. So there's actually 2 videos on that front page.
Yeah, actually, I made it halfway through the comp plan, got excited, wanted to mom, and then had to like not do that because I realized it would scare her away. So I took my attention elsewhere.
Okay.
Watch.
Okay.
Watch second video.
Right. So we're just gonna. I'm gonna move through some stuff here and show you. how cycles are created and some stuff like that. But I'm going to start making a call to action list for you as well.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So, so to watch the comp plan video is going to be one of those.
Mm-hmm. Now, with the cycling, oh, well, obviously, I have
Go ahead.
it right in front of me. So, like, I just don't want, like, I don't want you to feel like you have to recreate the wheel. I want to respect your time. And I want
no recreating the wheel. And the important part of this is that you truly understand how this works. Because if you don't understand and we set you off on your own in the woods trying to figure out your way through, you're not going to end up, you're going to end up lost and you'll leave.
Okay.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And I see it happen all the time. And a lot of times, you know, a confused mind is a paralyzed mind, right? There's no action that comes from confusion. More often than not, the one action that will come from that is disregard. So you'll just go, too much, can't do it, overwhelming, like all of the things that come with confusion end up there. And so for us to help you be as clear as possible how you're making money, you know how you make money at Home Depot. Is there any question about what you get paid an hour or how you make money there? Okay, so it's important for you to understand that. And so you are not an inconvenience. This is the purpose of why we do this, is you, just how it is. Okay, so just receive that and go, okay, I'm worthy of time. Yeah, yes. You are. Okay, all right. So let's go through this real quick, and I'll let's see. I'm going to share my screen with you, perhaps if it decides to work today. Ah, yes, you are.
It's sad that I had to write that down.
Yes, you do.
What if you changed it to I am worthy?
Oh, yeah, because you're telling me I'm worthy. You say I am worthy instead of you are worthy.
When I read it, I hear it in my head as you are worthy.
So here's an interesting thought. Have you ever heard the I am, like what I am is?
Yeah.
And so I am is how God refers to herself.
Herself.
So
depending on where you're talking from.
Yes, right. So when you say I am, it's in the highest form of love and gratitude, and that all comes back to you when you I am it. So just as a thought. Okay. Side note. Okay, squirrel.
Fair enough. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm going to switch over. Let me know that you can see my screen.
I can see your screen.
Okay, cool. All right. So we're going to run through this quick because we want you to understand fully in the simplest terms. Okay. So here's the Forever Pack. And so we're just going to go based on working in the idea of the Forever Pack, which is isogenesis and 2 shakes. And that's 108 BB every single month. So when people are doing that every single month, that hits our sweet spot of 100 BB that we need to be active and qualified. 100 BB does a whole lot of things for us. And so I'm going to make sure that you understand why. So when someone says, well, why do I want to do that? You'll be able to explain that to them because it's really important. It's the whole glue that holds our compensation plan together is that 100 BB on auto ship every month.
Okay.
So each product is given a point value because we're a global company. So we can't speak in dollars and yen and pounds and pesos and all of the things, all of the money currency language that we need to speak in just across the board straight, like dollars and pounds, and they don't equal each other. So the thing that stays consistent across the board is a point value. And that's why each product is given a point value. The point value is not always equal to actually it's not ever equal to the dollar amount. So a bottle of isogenesis is $79, but the point value is $54. So it's about $1.55, I think, a BB point, $1.55 to $1.65. That's unimportant. That's just a side note, right? So a canister of shake is 27. So when you have 2 canisters of shake and a bottle of isogenesis, that's at our sweet spot of over 100 points. We don't really care how somebody comes to their 100 points. we're starting them off with the Forever Pack, but if they choose to add in essential oils or cleanse or do whatever they want to do, then that is, it's up to them. We just want them to understand the value of 100 BD.
Yeah.
And not that we ever put down work, because work gets us, pays for things in our life. It pays for our isogenics. It pays for us to have this side hustle. It pays for us to be able to do this. But we know that working for someone else the majority of the time is not ever going to make us free. Punching that time clock for Home Depot, it's going to give you a life. It's going to pay for some of your stuff. But as far as freedom life, of the things that you want to do, like what's the top thing on your list that you want to do?
Public speaking.
Public speaking. Okay. So, cool. Sometimes, as a public speaker, in the beginning, until you're known and you have a name, you have to pay for your own trips, your own time. You don't get paid to stand on stage. You have to beg people to stand on their stage and teach. You give your time up for free. And so how cool that you could be able to do that and fund yourself until you're known enough to get a paycheck for it.
Mm-hmm.
Through this. So something completely different, right? So what's one big thing that you would like to do in the world that you know you need money to do that? So we can put it on your goal list.
That I want to do?
Yeah, so you want to go build schools in Africa. You need money for it. You want to go, like, do you have a big goal like that? Something that in the back of your mind, you go, man, I would love to go do that.
I have like a vague impact that I want to make.
Okay.
With trans kids.
Okay.
In the world, and just providing, little safe spaces in all the major,
awesome,
of every state. Like that's my net, that I'd like to cast before I close my eyes for the last time.
That's awesome. So when we think about like the huge impact of that, so not only would you bring in so many people that would be helpful and supportive, but for you to be able to personally fund those without having to think about it, that's like that big goal that you go, that would be awesome. I don't have to think about it. I can go build this really amazing space and have these incredible people that are there to help and support these kids that need help, right? Okay. So just as a thought, when we think about where we're going with this. So you've seen the penny doubled for 30
yes.
days and how this goes, right? So you want that penny and not that $1 million in the suitcase, right?
Yeah.
But when we apply that to isogenics and the exponential growth, we start off with thinking of the power of 2. Now, when you watch the video, it's going to ask you if you're a 2-person, a 3-person, a 4-person, or a 5-person. And you'll understand that more once you watch the video, and then we can rally back and really talk about what that looks like. But in the power of 2, it's you sharing with 2 people who share with 2 people who then share with 2 people. So it's not like I have to go find 4,000 people. It's the exponential growth of us just sharing with 2 and showing 2 people how to share with 2. Right around level 4 or 5, your products will be paid for. Then you'll start to see that your cell phone bill, your car payment, your mortgage payment, all of those things. Oh no.
Uh-oh.